Really is.
Yeah, I think there's a big catch-22 around that. I need to hire, but I need to also conserve resources. So
I met with, and again, that's why I said, not to confuse brains with the bull market. Cause I was, where was I going with that? What was your question? I totally lied. Total dad moment of 8 kids.
well, just
The difference is,
just having the
hiring
high
good people.
quality,
Oh yeah.
I need to conserve resources. I need to not waste money, so I'm gonna go cheap, and then when they're good, I'll pay them more. But
Right.
but that's like that's the push versus the pull. We need to bring in and attract them good from the beginning. Otherwise, the turnover, and the turnover is so much. I think there's a big catch-22 around that. I need to hire, but I need to also conserve resources. So there's this thing in the mind that is telling you I need to conserve resources. I need to not waste money, so I'm gonna go cheap, and then when they're good, I'll pay them more. But
Right.
But that's like that's the push versus the pull. We need to bring in and attract them good from the beginning. Otherwise, the turnover. And the turnover is so much more expensive.
Yeah.
I don't even know that there's a question in there. I just love
No.
the point that you pay. Like I pay more than when I first started, I had tons of turnover and I would go cheap.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I want to pull my hair out with the
Yeah.
amount of people that are coming in and leaving.
Yeah. You don't go up to a fire pit and say, okay, when it gets me warm, I'll finally put some wood on it. You gotta,
Right.
you gotta invest in, and the big hitters. Cause see, I had, so here's my setup in my agencies. So we were a 7 rooftop car dealership. Okay. That means we had 7 showrooms. So imagine having like 7 retail offices where people literally walk into your door day after day. I mean, I met with, and again, that's why I said, not to confuse brains with the bull market. Cause I was able to put these in, and we sat with more people. Like when we went out and met a customer who just bought a car, and we're like, did our little spiel, and we're like, hey, maybe we can save you some money on your car insurance, this and that, and got them to, agree to a quote. Like I had more quotes to do in a day with my team than most people see in a month. And it was just like, oh, thank you. This guy told us he wasn't interested. Oh, I'm so like I had a unique problem to fulfill that not many people did, solely because of the dealership. But where was I going with that? What was your question? I totally lied. Total dad moment of 8 kids.
Well, just
the difference is
just having
hiring good people.
quality,
Yeah. So, and I can't be in 7 places at one time. Right. So like I literally had to go out in my agencies and I would put out an ad. I'd create a killer ad. It's like, hey, are you too social to sit at your desk all day in some 1930s house and, cold call the phone book all day trying to get, and all this kind of crafty stuff that I thought was cool. And so I would be interviewing these agents and be like, all right, here's the deal. You're going to have to trust me. This is going to sound weird, but I know nothing about insurance. I can't help you. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to see you during the day because I can't even get to you throughout the whole entire day. But I'm going to pay you well, and I need you to do a good job. And so basically, I sold them on the fact, like, this is like your own agency. Okay. Like, not only are you the smartest person in it, but like, I'm not going to be around, and you need to be able to go out and do like fast-paced, hardcore work and the whole schmear. And people loved that idea. They loved that they felt like they were the agent. Like they didn't even, like they would get mail. Like my clients, my book of business, they'd get mail from this Brad guy, and they would literally call like Sarah, and they'd be like, Sarah, who's this Brad guy you're my agent? Like, I don't even know who this Brad guy is. They've never met me, And so it worked out well because my licensed sales professionals, they felt like the agent. They worked their business like an agent without someone breathing down their back. They weren't treated like kids. They're treated like adults, treated like agency owners, and did a great job, made a lot of money. I made a lot of money. We wrote a ton of business fast. And it worked. So
that's cool.